Okay, in the last video we discussed Russian 1905 Russian Revolution and its results, even March Revolution also. So Nicholas II fled away, and then a new government was formed here, a provisional government headed by middle class people. Particularly Kerensky, Menshevik party leader, Kerensky ruled the country. That is March 2, 1917 March to October, up to October. But the country and its problems are different. Peasants demanding a distribution of land. All the farmers demanding the distribution of land. Workers demanding more wages. Rulers away from this. Starvation is there, problems are there. Everywhere country totally economically, socially, even politically it was totally vanished. So now even the government formed after Nicholas II was not able to convey the message, was not able to look into the problems of the people, was not able to create a kind of good atmosphere among the people. So Kerensky, leader of Menshevik, his aim was to bring glory to the nation. Temporarily, he was able to convince, he was able to encourage the soldiers to fight against Germany, and World War I was going on. The story 1917, here World War I was going on. USSR is a part of Allied Powers. During that period, the government was not able to do anything. Under these circumstances, it was people, some section of society, peasants and some parties not liked this Kerensky. People asking complete change, in the economic change, social change. Particularly, they are asking about economic reforms. They are asking about social change, particularly political change. So during that period, Bolshevik Party was established by Lenin in 1903. A party, it has its own agenda. You mean that working according to the interest of people. Particularly distribution of land was the major aim of the party. Party not interested to the war that is going on. So the party that is going to stop the war and going to bring a set of reforms. That's good. That's why people now gave support to Bolshevik Party. Large number of people now supporting Bolshevik Party. All the people organized themselves into Soviets. Yes, Soviets. Soviets, nothing but organizations. Soviets. Soviets, nothing but organized people. They organize themselves in different places. You mean people who are interested to bring certain reforms under a new government allied each other, they cooperate each other, they move together, they now they disliked the government formed after Nicholas II. That's why they support Bolshevik Party. Workers, soldiers, industrial workers, peasants, everybody now they supported Russian Communist Party nothing but Bolshevik party. Bolshevik party, nothing but Russian Communist Party. This party and its agenda was land to peasants, food to starving people, power to Soviets, peace with Germany. So my point is here, when our party is working according to the interest of the people, that party can grow. It's common. A party which is forgetting the problems and the interests of the people, then definitely there will be problem. Kerensky, a Menshevik party before Bolshevik party, you mean that communist party, between Tsar and Bolshevik party, whatever government that was there, that was not able to fulfill the needs of the people. But here Bolshevik party, nothing but Russian Communist Party saying that land to peasants, food to starving people, powers to Soviets, peace with Germany. It's about these are. So now most of the people liked Bolshevik party, they started supporting the Bolshevik party, and they, on a particular day, October 7th October, it is also 7th October, 7th November, 7th November 1970, Bolsheviks, mean that party leaders, all the members in the party, captured the country. They captured government offices, railway stations. Kerensky fled away to an unknown place. Several more number of people gathered and they took all the powers into their hands. They started ruling in their areas. The Bolshevik party now formed the government, which was called as a Bolshevik Revolution, November Revolution or October Revolution. March Revolution was a political revolution. So 1917 March Revolution was a political revolution. October Revolution is a social revolution. Society was changing. From there onwards, almost all the factories were nationalized. Prices was controlled. Followed by immediate peace with Germany. Everything. Lenin, headed by Lenin. Now Russia is under control of Lenin. A person taking everything, almost all the steps. Total change that could be seen. That was seen in Russia. Everything is good. But unfortunately, in between 17 and 20, there was a civil war within the country. Still some of the supporters of Tsar, some liberals who dislike this Russian government, communist government, or some of the people who are supporting USA, France and some other democratic system, all opposed this new system of government. You mean communist system is different, democratic system is different. But democratic followers were there in Russia at that time. Tsar followers were there at that time. Some liberals also were there at that time. All these people now start fighting against, within the country, fighting against communist followers. But anyhow, Lenin and the Bolshevik party leaders were able to remove this civil war. We call it a civil war within the people, the war within the people. So ended, civil war was ended by 1920. Russian Empire was ended. So many nations which are the part of USSR got independence, and at the same time a new government was started. They started building the nation. No exploiters, no capitalism. Workers are the owners. Everybody is a worker. Land is being taken from the estate owners. Of course, in this process, large number of people were killed. Estate owners were killed. There is no difference between based on language, gender, or birth and All are equal. That's about society. That's about socialism. That's about socialism. That's about communism. In communism, there is no place for birth, what do you call it, differences based on birth, language, or color and something. That won't be in socialism and communism. Lenin started working in this particular area. He has been doing well and bringing certain changes. Capitalists were removed. Most of the industries were kept under government, nationalization, we call it as nationalization. Most of the industries which are earlier under control of private people brought under control of government. And unfortunately, after death of Lenin in 1924, Stalin came to power as the leader of Communist Party, and he was able to 1 decade continuously this country was under control of Stalin. He had complete authority over the country, over the people, over the officials, over the workers. He started building the nation. He introduced twin policies. Stalin introduced twin policies. Rapid industrialization and the collectivization of agriculture. There are two policies announced. Rapid industrialization. Russia, I think, best place to establish industries, as it has its own raw materials, large number of raw materials. And the land was taken under control of the government. Entire land was taken under control of government. And land was at present is the property of the government now. Everybody is a worker. They should give their own tools, and they are the workers. Everybody should work. Everybody should work, and whatever the government is giving, that is to be enjoyed by you. You don't have land. You are not the owner of the land. Nobody is the owner of the land. Government is the owner of the land. Even industries also are under control of government. A new system, it's a socialism, right? Really, this system, with this within 2 to 3 decades, and Russia was able to get a complete success, became a strong nation, able to compete with America also. Internally, externally, they got their own glory, position, they got their own status. They were able to bring such a great position to the nation. See, it was started by Lenin and ended by Stalin, and after Stalin, there are people who worked for communism. Communist ruling was there up to 1991. Country was in a position to compete with America also. Communist ideology. That was the story of the communism. Wherever you see the communism, there is a kind of development. As long as this capitalistic system is going on, there we can see exploitation. Or as long as this democratic system is going on, over freedom and nobody is working for the nation. National spirit and working for the nation won't be. Unfortunate to speak these words. Democracy, I think, even though it's the best form of government, in democracy, success rate will be less. In communism, success rate will be. That's why at present China is able to do well. Now it is able to get a good position in the world, first or second position. Even in some countries like America also fearing at China and its movement, its growth, its development, its technology. My opinion is about where there is a communism, where there is a socialism. The system brought by Stalin and Lenin, who are influenced by Karl Marx. Definitely there will be a change. We can find the change. When the world was in a bad position, Great Depression, economically, the entire world was in problem. Russia was not able to get that problem. You mean that Russia escaped from that problem, did not face any problem. Even the world is suffering, but Russian economy not suffered. That is about strength of capitalism, strength of socialism. So even Indian leaders also were inspired. M.N. Roy, Rabindranath Tagore, Jawaharlal Nehru,